in a special report. Artie Lang here. Old Vincenzo, why are the criminals making you choose between gold or XRP? Is it by mistake? I don't think so. Why not Bitcoin, XRP, and blockchain merging technology to create bullion-backed currency? Why create a fight over one or the other? Think, my friend. The criminals know that if we embrace that potential, we, the people, take back control of the money supply for the first time in 100 years. Who's hitting that subscribe button, turning on notifications, and becoming a member of the Jabroni Killer for only $2.69 a month? I dare you to find a better value of truth and education. Together, let's continue to spread this truth and integrity. And because of you, we have broken through YouTube suppression and entered the algorithm. They can no longer suppress the truth. Surprise this information from Old Vincenzo, and you, the viewers, are the ones to thank. It's all because of you. You test, I'm talking about you now. They can no longer contain it, control, or silence Old Vincenzo. We are exponentially growing. We cannot be stopped. We will not stop.
Good 8th day of April 2024, after this spectacular, gorgeous, glowing, spooky eclipse for the last time in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois for 426 years, for a total solar eclipse in the state of Illinois. That'll be the next time there is another one, so I hope you got out and enjoyed it or seen it or viewed it if you had clear, sunny blue skies like we had over here in central Illinois with a high temperature of 73 degrees. Bell notification, comment down below, like the channel, and share to get that truth and integrity this company is built on and you come to expect and deserve as we navigate through the cryptocurrency and blockchain technology sphere along with the gold and silver bullion, right? Because there's a reason we buy gold and silver bullion. The gold and silver bullion over thousands and thousands of years holds its value and purchasing power and information that you get here, and some of that truth and education and information that you are help breaking now by commenting down below is the views. Look at this, the overversion and subversion of them manipulating my channel and not letting people see it is over because you're liking it. 20, 30 likes a video, 4, 5, 600 views a video, and when you do that, you get the hockey stick and you break the algorithm. And because of you guys watching this and commenting, 680 views, 677 views, 595 views, 221 views, 2,550 views in 48 hours, all because of the revolution by you, my audience, this beautiful, growing, glorious audience being built one jabroni killer at a time, brick by brick, block by block. And because of you, the overversion, the suppression, and the algorithm that they implemented to keep me quiet and keep this truth that I'm about to tell you quiet, you've broken it, and I need you to keep pounding and smashing that like button. And just as that empowering dynamite, passionate plea to you with peace and love, my beautiful, glowing, gorgeous audience of nearly 1,600 subscribers and growing. You are the reason the YouTube sphere and algorithm is smashed and destroyed by your likes and commenting down below, spreading this massive amounts of truth and information to new members and new people for the first time. And I can only thank you and continue to thank you for breaking that algorithm for the better part of 24 months that this channel's been suppressed, this information's been silenced, and because of that, the people could not get the news and information they needed. And as we look at some of these coins, the XRP we'll get into first real quick. It's been a very, very long day after the solar eclipse, after another long day out of the office during the middle of this shutdown. We got to clean up this chart. There's a lot of dirtiness, but notice how it'll, I might as well just delete everything here because it's going to go to everything. There we go. See that? Finally got it. But the XRP price, we're still in the same area that we've been. We're in this rising channel. As a quick synopsis, we've had the triple top, triple rejection of death with the overhead supply of sellers that are up here with the uptrending demand of buyers. And it's starting to pinch this as we have overhead resistance in multiple spots, right? We have overhead resistance here where you can see the wick got brought down by it and 2 more wicks up in here. Also, we have the top part of this blue trading zone along with the rising channel upper resistance all converging and conglomerating on one small area. And that's why we continue to be in a stagnant holding pattern as far as the technicals go, as far as when we're talking about the XRP in a video. It's because we're in the same overall synopsis scenario that we've been in this rising channel. If you want to break this in any meaningful way, we got to get above that blue trading area and then on top of this rising channel, hold it as support, start to breach it to the upside from here, right? You start to breach it to the upside and then start to get into some of this major traded area range where we wicked into the first time and quickly the sellers were there because they were stuck here. And you say, oh, Vincenzo, why would the sellers be here on a wick? Well, that's because all these people that bought up here back in 2022 or even earlier than that, back in late 2021, they've been for nearly 2 years. The price has been 30 to 70 to 80% lower than right when they bought it. So the first chance they've had sell orders at near break even for 2 years. So they couldn't let that sell order clear quick enough and fill quick enough as soon as it got up there, right? Because they've been waiting to get out ever since they bought the hype train, ever since they bought the momentum, and ever since they found their favorite crypto station that was a fleece heister and shyster, a paid promoter, and a employed by the criminal gangsters and market manipulators that we continue to talk to you about and continue to try to warn you against. But those are the people here that found crypto for the first time in here, found their beautiful pumping station that they like that gets paid to promote and dump coins to you. They bought all up in here and then it rolled over on themselves. So they were the FOMO buyers. They were the fleecies, the ones that got fleeced. And then they put the sell orders as quick as they could, as soon as they could, at the first signs of anywhere close to breaking even after being down with our industry exclusive measuring tool from the time the mean they initially bought, the better part of their position, they were down anywhere at best 53.69% to at worst nearly 80% down, right? So they were waiting to get out. So that's why you would have to get back up into that sell zone in order to have any kind of market break pattern or a breakdown. You would have initially 37 cents, but that just brings you back into the buying supply zone down here where you can see all the wicks, where you have tons of buyers down here. You see all those buyers, and that would only get you back into the supply zone of the buyers where you'd expect the price to come back up. So we're still in the same overall area in the XRP price. So there's not really too much to talk about there this evening. The algo price has had a little bit more to talk about because we had a major run off of a falling channel. You can see we were in this falling channel. And the monthly, it doesn't seem like it fits. But if we go back into the daily, it fits, or the weekly, see how the weekly fits. See that? Let's delete, get rid of that. No, I wanted to get rid of this little hideous thing right here. There we go. See how it fits better in the weekly, because when you come back out here in the weekly, it was right. It looked like it was placed in the wrong spot in the monthly, but the weekly, it was holding it as support, and then it bounced off it, right? But you can see the falling channel. We bounced up into it after we were in a rising channel-ish or a rising wedge, hit resistance, came back down, then played support, played resistance, tagged support, and then broke out of it and rode down the support now, other than a brief wick below it, and then finally bounced off. And we had nearly a 2x move from its low. After this coin, at one point, if you can believe it or not, when it first came out, see how it was in this rising channel on the way up. And a technical target is where the channel started, near the bottom of the channel. And you can see we did fill that target and then had another dump to the downside along when it was trying to hold that support. But you can see we had that rising channel uptrending upper resistance, uptrending lower support. We peaked out at nearly $2.99 before about a 90% flush, right? And then old Vincenzo picked up some coins down here, and now we're going to see how far this can go. But it came up into this red resistance box of death, and the moving averages where it's right in the middle now of an uptrending in the weekly 50-day moving average, which is bullish, but we got sort of a right shoulder and maybe a head, which is bearish. The 200 and the 50 are starting to run parallel and attempting to maybe want to turn back north, which are bullish. So we're going to see if we can't get back on top of this red trading zone of death where, you know, when it comes from below it, it likes to act as resistance. And you can see the mean of the VP volume indicator, which is right here. And the price got rejected at the same point. the 100-day moving average. And if you want to get bullish, you got to get on top of the 100-day moving average in blue, and then try to force your way up over near the 200-day moving average in green. If you get rejected and you fall back down, you're going to come back for some sort of local double bottom or local regional bottom right here, right in the old algo price. If we move on to the XLM price, the XLM price is in the similar range. It's sitting at the 10.5 cents to 14-cent level, and the mean is about 13.3 cents, where we have the 50-day moving average is slightly moving, and the 200 and the 100 are running parallel. You need to stay above this 12 cents right here. We need to move this out of there. There's too much stuff going on. The price is caught up into the future now. You need to break above and hold above this 12.5 cents, or that left to right orange line that's down here where the wicks keep getting the buyers to come in on. Stay above this 100-day moving average, and then you need to break back above this critical 14.25 cents, where you had major wick rejection right here and major sellers and overhead manipulation right there to the downside to get some swing traders and leverage traders to get liquidated, right? And that's what you need to try to hold to stay bullish. Right now, you're neutral. If you slip to 12 cents, you're very bearish. If you break the 14.25 cents, you're very bullish. If you stay in between these zones, you are neutral, right? And that's what we're looking like in the XLM. If we look at some CeeLo, CeeLo has had a nice phenomenal pump after that massive bear market. Back here, you can see the coin came out at the hype train. We had our nice mountain double top. And then if you do some quick technicals, there's your slanted neckline. Delete that to get it off of there. And then you could take a targeted move, which would be from near the top to the slanted neckline to the point of a breakout. And you can see that got you pretty darn close to this major target. It slipped it by a little bit. Then we had our rounding bottom after we had our dump. And then this is the trading leg or trading arm off that dump, and now we've rounded the bottom as the sellers or the bears become exhausted and the buyers or the bulls take over the market, and the price is going to come up, and the price did come up into the 100-day moving average, and now there's likely to be a rejection down to this 0.7885 level, and then we look for some kind of a bounce back into the 200-day or the 100-day, and then we'll see if we can't breach that. If we can breach that, we can come up into the next major traded area at $2.69. If we get rejected, we come back below $1 really quick.